Let's use junior high performance, high school performance, university performance, and job success.
Success is
Success.
Successful people.
Have a culture of success right now.
There's this huge mistake that I did in my weight loss journey that made me not lose a single pound even though I was starving myself. And that is, I trust myself so much and I made my plan so flexible. So I'm gonna give another example, not my example, to explain the situation. So let's say you're gonna quit sugar and you're not gonna eat desserts, right? So I tell you, okay, you're not gonna eat desserts ever for the entirety of 2023. And you say, oh yeah, sometimes I might eat desserts if my friends ask me out, or if this happens or if that happens. And here's the problem. What precisely is sometimes? Because sometimes might be once in a month, but sometimes might be twice a week. And the problem with statements like sometimes and maybes and whatnots is you're trusting your instincts to decide what sometimes is. And you're assuming there's gonna be some unexpected exceptions that you cannot foresee, but then you're trusting your instincts that the number of exceptions to your rule is not gonna be high enough to be detrimental to your goal. And the problem with that idea is, the problem with that whole concept, whole belief is you're trusting your instincts, which is not so success-oriented, to make success-oriented decisions, even though if your instinct, your subconscious was success-oriented, you will be successful in that goal anyway in the first place. So that creates an illusion of you trusting yourself, like how I did, on saying sometimes by not specifying what sometimes really is. So in my example, for example, I was starving myself 1600 calories, 1700 calories, 1500 calories. If you don't know what that is, it's just miserable, that whole life. For me, it's miserable. For my height and for my weight, it was miserable. I was working out like 6 times a week. And for me, even though I did that every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I would go to Pizza Ranch, eat pizza buffet and get like 6,000, 7,000 calories. Because in my diet, I had cheat days every 2 weeks, but I didn't specify how many calories I'm gonna have in those cheat days. So if we cannot trust our instincts, then what are we gonna do? We're gonna make our plan so specific that we won't need our instincts, our subconscious, to follow it. So I have three-step rule. Like, first step is to make a plan that you can follow, right? Let's say you wanna walk 7,000 steps every day. That will be like an hour of walk every day, right? If you cannot do it every day, if you have to add sometimes in it, my suggestion is make it 49 steps every week. That's 7 times 7, right? So in this case, worst case scenario, you're gonna walk 7 hours on Sunday. Is it feasible? Yes, not for a long term, but at least now you have a chance to redeem yourself in the plan. And if you're like me, if you're a procrastinator, if you make a plan like that, you're probably not going to do anything for the first 5 days, and Saturday, Sunday, you will walk 3-4 hours, which is not good. So you have to make your plans maybe smaller, like every 3 days, maybe every 4 days. But the idea is you have to make a plan that you can follow. If you say I want to quit sugar, you can start by saying I'm not gonna eat desserts during the weekdays, right? That's a plan you can follow, and then slowly you will increment. So the first rule is make a plan you can follow fully. Second rule is write it down, literally write it down. If you can write it pen and paper, that's the best. Put it in your phone, put a reminder, and let your family know, let your partner know, let everybody know. And some people, they can even make a challenge. Like if you lose the challenge, you can pay them, like you can pay your family, you can pay your friends $20. So now you have an incentive to do it. But the whole idea is make yourself accountable for your decisions. The third step is kind of ironic, but understanding there's gonna be exceptions and putting those exceptions into the plan. Let's say those exceptions might be Thanksgiving, right? You might say, okay, on Thanksgiving, I'm not gonna do this. So on Thanksgiving, so in your plan, you say, I'm gonna walk 7,000 steps every day, or I'm not gonna eat sugar every day, what your plan is, except Thanksgiving, except my birthday, or except my friend's birthday, right? But in your plan, you put those in, and you can't just say every friend's birthday, you have to specify which birthdays are there. Now it's a specific plan you can follow. And in that plan, you can check if you actually follow it or not. And there are some people who doesn't need this. There are some people who are success-oriented themselves, and that will happen to you over time. But if you're starting on a journey, probably your mind is not quite there yet. Your discipline is not quite there yet. So you have to start very strict in a place you can start. Fourth step, and that's the final step where you will achieve your success. And the fourth step is, once you get these first 3 steps done, when you make a plan that you can follow, when you tell your family and friends, when you put that in your mirror, put wherever you want, put as a reminder. And the third step, when you realize, when you put the exceptions into the rule, like, okay, I'm gonna eat desserts on Thanksgiving as an exception, you put those in as a third rule. The fourth rule is to extend the rules, right? What did we say? We said weekdays you're not gonna eat sugar, and let it be habit. Give it 2 months, give it 3 months, and then you add one more. You say, okay, and now you say weekdays and Saturday I'm not gonna eat sugar. So hey guys, this is Elba the Underdog. I'm nobody. If you like my setup, I spent like $20,000 on this. I sold my Bugatti for this setup. And send this to your friends, subscribe, like, and have a great one.